Hello and welcome to Master P Fashion World. My name is Peter, also known as Master P. Today we are going to learn how to cut trouser. We have learned how to take the measurement and then quickly, quick. Let's learn how to cut it. Already we know the measurement we use, which is waist, length, lap, ankle, and the other one is waist to knee. This is the measure one. Waist to knee, waist to calf, waist to that's all. Then we have, that is badge A, badge B, knee roundness, we have calf roundness, we have ankle roundness. So that is it. And for all of these measurements, the waist is waist 34, length is length 40 and half, lap is lap 24, ankle is ankle 14 and half, waist to knee is 21, waist to calf is 28. Then knee roundness is 17 and half, calf roundness is 16, and ankle is already here. Okay, so we've already known the measurement, which is this, and then we are good to go with our cutting. Now, first of all, if you have trousers to cut, first of all, what you do is I will start with the length. Okay, so the length here is length 40 and half. But before that, let's straighten the upper region, which is this. Let's straighten it. Okay, so that is it. We start our measurement from there, 40 and half. And the formula is to the length. When you are marking the length, you mark the length and you add 1 inch. You mark and you add 1 inch. So instead of 40 and half, we'll now be using length 41 and half. So that is that. And then the next one that we'll be going into is we have gotten the length. Next is at the waist region. This is the upper part, and this is going to be the down part of the trouser. Okay, so this side as well, we're going to get where we want to start the measurements, like the initial line. Okay, so having done that, we'll go to the next. Now we're going to go to the waist, which is at this point. So we're going to do waist divide by 4, then we add our answer plus 1 inch. This is what I mean. Waist is what? Waist 34. 34 divided by 4, you have 8 and half. So you represent your 8 and half here. That is the divide by 4 here, and then plus 1 inch. You add the 1 inch. Now what we have here is what? 9 and half. Okay, sorry, there was 0 there. This is 9 and half that we're going with. Okay, not this. 9 and half. 9 and half. You mark it something like this. Okay, that is it for that. Then the next line that we're going to go into is the crotch depth. The crotch depth is also known as the flap length. Okay, so for the crotch depth, to determine the depthness is also a formula I use. Crotch or flap is equal to waist divided by 4 plus 1. Okay, plus 1 inch. So that is to say that the same thing that we're using here is what we're using this way. In other words, we are having a square at this point. We are having a square here. Next measurement that we're going to use here is the lap. And what you should know about the lap is that the lap starts immediately after the crotch depth. This crotch depth line, which is this, also represents the lap line, which is LP. So that is for the lap line. And then the lap line is also a formula that I use, which is lap divided by 2. So our lap here is 24. 24 divided by 2 equal to 12. Mark it here. And that is it for the lap. So next measurement that we are going to bring in here is the waist to the nail, which is 21. Waist to nail, which is 21. Waist to nail, which is 21. We're going to minus 1 inch from it because the band is also going to come up. That will make it that 21. So we're using 20 here. And then the waist to calf is 28. We'll be using 27 minus 1 inch. This part now we've gotten our waist to knee, waist to calf, and this is the length. So the next place we are going to take measurement is the length. And the length region, we are going to minus 1.5 inch by the side. 1.5 inch by the side. Here we are going to take it 1 inch. Here 0.75, and then it's going to come up here. Okay, so let's just join the lines like this. We're going to bring in our ankle roundness, our calf roundness, and our knee roundness there. Okay, so the ankle measurement is 14.5. You divide it by 2. That is the formula. You divide it by 2. You don't add any sewing allowance. Then you come to calf, which is 16. Calf is 16. Divide by 2. That is 8. Divided by 2. You go to the knee roundness. The knee roundness, which is 17.5. 17.5. You divide 17.5 by 2 and you mark. Then next is to join them. Okay, instead of just joining it like this, like just joining it, we are going to take the middle of this and make it to be like straight. This is what I mean. The middle of this is 14, the middle is 7, which is here. So we are going to make 7 to be the same 14 divided by 2, which is 7.25. Okay, so that it won't start getting big from there. So first of all, join this like this, this to this, this to this, and then this to this. I prefer using curve to join this. So from here to here, you just join it like this. And that is all for this part. We are done with the cutting. We are done with the cutting, and this is it. But we are not yet through because we are going to reshape some places. Now, the waist part, we are going to slope it with 1/2 inch. Measure 1/2 inch, you mark it, and then you slope it like from here. It go slant like this. So we are going to replace this 1/2 inch down here. We are going to replace the 1/2 inch here. And then
if you are still watching this video to this point, that means you are actually gaining value. So please help me do better by subscribing to my YouTube channel, liking the video so others can also see it, and then drop in the comment section the question that you have. Also turn on the notification bell so you get notified whenever I post another tutorial. So I'm waiting for you. I'll click on that red subscription button. Thank you. Let's continue with the tutorial.
You curve it. Okay, that is it for that part, and then this other place we just correct it. You shape it. We are done and ready to cut. So let's go. We are done with the cutting, and this is our trouser. Now this is the front part. We are going to cut the back part, and to cut the back part, all you need to do is, like the way you cut the trouser, turn it from like you turn it this way. The part that was here, which is this, you turn it to come down here. Okay, this is what we have here, and then we are going to just straighten this line and this line and all that. Basically, you just have to add 2 inches from here down. Okay, I'm adding 2 inches. Then you just join it. Wait. So you just join it like this, and that is it for this down part. For this upper part, this side you add 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, and then right for like from here, just measure 1.5 inch above and you mark. Okay, so you mark this 1.5 inch, you come up and meet with this, then you slope it to this point. That is slanting, you slant it to that point like that. So down here we are going to curve it, and when you are curving this back part, don't curve it following the shape of this. Like for example, something like this, it will be tight on the person's hip. But if we curve something like this, it won't be tight at the hip region. If you want to calculate the hip, you can calculate it from here by just measuring this region. This is the hip region, measuring here. Part this 9.5, then the front part is about 11.5. You join it together and minus 4 inches, you get your hip. But if you don't want to do that, I don't do that, because once I get the lap correct, I don't need to bother about the hip. Okay, so we are through with that, and then now it's time to cut. And our trouser is ready.
So I believe you've learned a lot in this tutorial. Let us know the area of clarification that you've gotten in the tutorial in the comment section, and where you are watching in the comment section. Please, before you go, please subscribe to our YouTube channel to help us do better. And in case you want to learn how to make trouser perfectly, I have a trouser course that can teach you how to make a standard belt trouser, suit standard. So sign up for the class using the link on the screen or the one in the description section of this video. Have a nice day and see you in our next tutorial. Bye. Remember to subscribe.